Everyone, this is Lydia from Dragonfly Gardens, and today I am going to do a garden tour, which I have not done one in a while. Sorry about that. I have been showing some little shorts and bits and pieces, but there for a while there was really truly nothing going on here in the garden at all. But I have started some fall stuff, and I will be working on more crops for that, and we're going to harvest some other stuff today. And so let's get going and let's see what's going on. So all the berry bushes, the blackberries, raspberries, grapevine, it's all died back for like the winter. And I did not harvest any of the leaves for medicinal properties. I probably could on this vine here get some blackberry leaves and that one, but definitely maybe some raspberry ones too. I need to do that soon. They're very good for you for different reasons. My herb garden is a jungle of just a bunch of weeds. I got to go through here because like mints and things like that I can probably find down in there, but it's mostly just like weeds. This winter I'm going to put down a ground cover and be taking care of that because I've tried different things to keep the weeds out and it is just ridiculous. Of course, the big plant over there is comfrey and the little one in front is hollyhocks, which is really awesome to have. So here in the tomato bed, as you can see, I have tomatoes. I just shared that just a few days ago, but I'm gonna make some BLTs today. I'm so excited about that. I got bread, bacon, the mayonnaise, the works. My thyme is also doing really well down in here, and I'm also gonna harvest a bunch of that soon. Get that taken care of. Let's see if I have any broccoli sprouts coming up. I do not see any. This basil I'm also going to harvest. And I don't see any cabbage on the other side. And that sage I will also harvest. This is Spilanthes, and I'm still waiting for it to get to the flowers because that's what you want to harvest. You want to harvest the flowers. So here in the pepper squash bed, I still have a lot of peppers coming on. As you can see, there's a little red baby pal, which is cool. And of course here on this one you have peppers and blooms and doing well. I still have a few other different plants coming up in here, but because we've been having cooler nights, the watermelon plants have died down, and even today there's like very little bit of humidity, which is really awesome. And this is a better view of that little red pepper. And the basil, all this basil is also going to be harvested. But again, the watermelon plants died out. I planted them late, so they definitely will be planted a lot earlier next year. Here in the bean jungle bed, and this is my okra. See that beautiful bloom up there? Let's walk over here to where you can actually see it. It's kind of closed up because of the rain coming down right now, and that's the one reason why I'm kind of talking fast, because it's raining. But I have lots of okra, which is pretty awesome, and I have heard it will continue to grow and produce until the frost actually kills it. And for me that's a good thing because I don't get frost until like Thanksgiving, maybe a week or so before, maybe. So it's really awesome. And then beans, I have a lot of beans. This is still some babies, but definitely a lot of beans coming on, which is very, very exciting. It's just like too hot, so it had to wait till it cooled down a little bit. And I'm still gonna have beans. This eggplant is still doing well, but as you can see, all the bush beans, cucumbers, watermelon vine that I had over here is all gone. Everything is gone out. This is the other side of the bushes, and these are Kentucky Wonder Pole beans. And as you can see, as I spin through here, there is a lot of beans. This is probably going to be the best harvest day of the beans that I've had ever. This is also my first time growing beans, so I am so excited. I see some up in there, which is awesome. I'm gonna have to wait though until it stops raining, so let me hurry along and see what else is going on. So here in that orange green-stalk tower, I did plant watermelon radishes here. It only takes like 30 days for them to grow, but still not seeing a whole lot of other things. I think it takes a little bit longer for the beets to come up, but there is a sprout there where I thought I saw sprouts before. There's another beet. I don't see. There's a watermelon radish. So we'll do that, and if they still haven't come up by next Thursday, or this coming Thursday, September the 4th, I will plant some more seeds. So we're in the front of the house, and I told my husband that we need to like prune all this stuff back, and my son, because it is like out of control. But my aloes here, I took all the weeds out of this one. They're so dry because it was like totally covered. I can't even see the aloe with all the little weeds. As you can see, there's some here, but it looks like they're dying back. Over here on this side of my front steps, it's just like some things did well, some things didn't. Of course, a lot of weeds in here. Still got some black-eyed Susans, some azaleas, just a ton of freaking weeds. Tons of weeds. The morning glories are still here. Here is, those things are goldenrod, and I need that to harvest, so I'm waiting for it to come out and bloom and be time to harvest. But as you can see here on the crepe myrtle, the seed heads I've started, and I've got to harvest a bunch of those. I will do that when it's not raining, because it's not good to harvest anything when it's raining. So over here on the side of the house, as you can see, all the sunflowers are gone back. The sweet potato vine is still like really crazy. And then I was going to harvest these zinnias and make an oil out of them, but they're starting to turn brown, so I'm just going to wait till they go to seed. And then here I have mugwort, which I also need to harvest. And that is a chicory root plant, which I could harvest. But chicory root is really for people who like coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker, so it's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you also have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. Be safe this whole weekend. My head is crooked. It's always crooked, which is weird. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.